So, for this to look at everything the same way, to function at full speed all the time, you need devotion, you need the fire of devotion. Otherwise, only when you see something as larger than yourself, bigger than yourself, there is a possibility of devotion. It must happen to you that your body, your mind, your emotion, your energies are not an impediment in your life. They are instruments of empowerment in your life. This much every day you are off and on, doesn't happen. You just unwavering, you become one-pointed. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to be a butcher in an unwavering way, it will open up. Just not wavering for a moment. What you have decided in a moment of clarity and joy, just sticking onto it without wavering a little bit, nobody can deny it to you. In a certain moment of clarity and joy, when you're there, you look at something, what you see is your well-being, you stick to that. Tomorrow it looks like horror to you, it doesn't matter, you stick to it. It feels like hell, you stick to it. That's well-being. If you keep shifting, nothing happens. If a human being stays focused on something, inevitably it'll yield. How can it not yield? The universe will yield to you if you're focused. You must go and volunteer in a hospice or in a hospital wards where people die, and you must see. It's very important, very, very important. Only then you become sensitive to life. Life becomes super valuable because you know it's a limited amount of time. If you watch this, unfortunately today in the world, over 80% of the people, when last moment when it comes, when they die, they're not fearful, they're not in pain, they're not in something else, they're just bewildered. A look of bewilderment comes because all their life they just lived their thought and emotion, they never lived a life. This is important, you must understand, there is a psychological reality in your head and there is an existential reality which is life. Most people are mistaking their psychological reality to be existential. Your thought and emotion has become more significant in the cosmos, isn't it?
Here only what I want must happen. If here only what I want is happening, I will keep this in extreme states of pleasantness. When I'm so pleasant, outside this and that issue is not going to determine the course of my life.
We saw the very process of life and its exuberant flying around for some time and poof, this itself is a trap. Suppose you remembered 100 lifetimes of coming up, flying around, falling in love, reproducing, South Indian or North Indian, and Kayantastanam. Suppose you remembered 100 happenings like this, would it become meaningless? Yes. Yes. Because of loss of memory, everything is looking fresh. Yes?
बाकी तो जगत का तो अंत नहीं है, ये तो संसार है कुत्ते की पूंछ जैसे। राम जी आए, सुधार कर दिया फिर भी कुत्ते की पूंछ टेढ़ी। कृष्ण आए, इतना सुधार किया फिर भी टेढ़ी। तो तुम सुधार करके अपना जीवन काय को बिगाड़ो, अपने आत्मा का कल्याण कर दो तो आपकी हाजिरी से सच्चा सुधार जितना होगा होगा। बाकी अपना ध्यान भजन छोड़ के जगत को सुधारने का ठेका लेगे, अपने आप को ही खफा करोगे। सावधान, धन चला गया तो कुछ नहीं, स्वास्थ्य गया तो कुछ गया, समय गया तो सब कुछ गया।
I sit here now with my eyes closed, the way I am within myself, I will not exchange this for anything in the universe.